I'm Christine Pitawanich with your weekly recap, where we catch you up on some of the biggest stories of the past week. We begin with continued ICE enforcement in the area, and this week we learned more about the Newburgh vineyard worker who was detained. Moises Sotelo owns a vineyard services business, and his family says he's been living in the U.S. since the 90s. Last year, they say he started the process of becoming a citizen.
We started because everything was playing in our favor, and unfortunately it fell through the Trump administration. Now laws are changing, things are changing, and now we're here.
At last check, Sotelo was being held at the immigration detention facility in Tacoma. While President Trump previously said ICE agents would avoid detaining hospitality and agriculture workers like Sotelo, the president backtracked this week, saying agents would, quote, look everywhere for immigration arrests. Libby Dowsett spoke to some people in the wine industry in Newburgh about the impact.
The beautiful wine that we make here in Oregon, that all starts in the vineyard.
The Oregon Wine Growers Association says migrant workers are the core of our state's wine industry.
This isn't a job that just anyone can do. This is really skilled work, and have been working in our vineyards for years, for decades, and for generations.
A shock in Oregon wine country last week when ICE agents arrested a beloved Newburgh vineyard manager, Moises Sotelo, and transported him to an immigration detention facility in Tacoma. An ICE spokesperson telling KGW Sotelo had a past arrest for DUI, but the Yamhill County District Attorney's Office saying they could find no record of it.
I am hopeful that in coming days, it won't take another person being removed from our community for elected officials to unify that our immigrant and migrant community is the backbone of our economy and our neighborhoods.
Newburgh's council president and other leaders saying we need to stand up for our wine and hospitality workforce that supports not just Yamhill County's economy, but the state's.
Not only is our leading industry going to slow down, but also it bleeds into manufacturing, it bleeds into construction, in every aspect of our economy.
Nurseries and construction and landscaping and manufacturing and hotel space, retail space.
Frank Garcia with Immigration Counseling Service says we'll all feel the effects of workers not showing up.
There's a lot of pain in the community already. There's a lot of fear. And so, we're looking for signs of hope. This isn't one.
Really, we start locking arms and using our collective voice. We have influence in our community, and I think that this is a great example of where we need to be showing our leadership.
It's really showing that there's a broken system when folks that have been here for so long have not found a pathway to become citizens when they are contributing so much to our communities.
Again, Libby Dowsett there reporting. Meanwhile, ICE detained a fifth asylum seeker after the man left an immigration hearing in downtown Portland Wednesday. The man's attorney says his case was being continued, and she was getting ready to leave the parking garage when she got a call from the man's mother, saying people with masks over their faces were following them. A couple on their way to work shot this video of the arrest. The attorney said agents told her that he had missed some check-ins, but she said that wasn't true.
People are getting detained even though they're following the requirements, even though they're going to court. People are getting detained at court, which is with those motions to dismiss. And in a sense, it is a violation of due process and their rights.
She says her client is now in the detention facility in Tacoma, and a petition has been filed to get him released. A man suspected of leaving a homemade bomb near I-5 last weekend was arrested in northeast Portland on Thursday. Police say 38-year-old Alexander Wick was on I-5 near the Failing Street pedestrian bridge last Saturday, June 14th, throwing several items into traffic, including construction cones. As drivers stopped, police say Wick slashed their tires, threatened them with a screwdriver, and said he had a bomb, which he apparently left along I-5 before leaving the scene. Police shut down I-5 for nearly an hour while the bomb squad disabled the improvised explosive device. On Thursday, investigators found Wick at a home near Northeast 15th and Wygant and took their time searching that home just in case there were more explosives.
I had no clue. We all were dumbfounded when the situation came by.
Investigators are looking for video evidence or eyewitness accounts of what happened, so contact Portland Police if you have any information. This week, some local firefighters appeared at the Camas City Council pleading for more training and supplies after a man drowned at Lacamas Lake. They say they're without a water rescue team, and that costs crews precious minutes. Alma McCarty has the story.
In Southwest Washington, swim season is in full swing.
This is like a spot where like a lot of like teens come to like jump off the bridge and hang out with friends.
Even on a Monday, visitors flock to this area near Lacamas Lake.
I always like go like to the middle of the bridge and like make sure it's deep enough to jump off.
I'm having the Columbia, the Washougal River, Lacamas Lake, Round Lake, Fallen Leaf Lake, and all of its tributaries. We believe that it's about time.
About time for the Camas Washougal Fire Department to have a water rescue team, something union leaders say they're currently without.
We legally can't go into the water right now at all. We don't have the capacity to do that.
And last month, Union President Aaron Clyburn says that shortcoming led to tragic results when a young man went under and didn't resurface.
We showed up within minutes of the 911 dispatch, and we were not able to get into the water because of our lack of ability to get into the water, nor did we have an understanding of exactly where the victim was because they were not visible. They were underwater.
Vancouver Fire called in to aid first responders, pulled the man from the water 3 minutes after their arrival. But it was too late.
I mean, it's a traumatic experience for everybody. You know, the family of the victim, the members who had to stand on shore and couldn't do anything.
Now, as the weather warms, firefighters bring their concerns to Camas City Council, proposing long and short-term solutions.
Why would a city with such a prominent, well-used body of water where children, teens, and families spend their summer days not have a rescue team ready to respond?
Local 2444 is looking to coordinate, fund, and install warning signage as well as emergency flotation devices in the immediate vicinity surrounding a frequent swim spot.
With the clear long-term fix, the creation of a water rescue team complete with the proper tools and training.
We understand that it's not an overnight thing. There's time, effort, and money that are going to have to go into it.
Alma McCarty, KGW News.
One of Oregon's largest employers made headlines this week. Intel is set to lay off 15 to 20% of its factory workers as soon as next month. That's thousands of employees. Right now, it's not clear how many of Intel's roughly 20,000 workers in Oregon could lose their jobs. Last year, Intel cut some 15,000 workers, including 3,000 in Oregon. And there was some good news this week for a Portland bakery. Jingu Patisserie won the James Beard Award for Most Outstanding Bakery in the country. On their first day back open after the awards, a long line, there you see it, formed outside. All those people waiting to get a taste of their award-winning pastries. The shop is located on North Williams and serves everything from croissants to luxury chocolates. Here's Jinju's co-owners talking about their big win.
Like, I was very emotional moment that thinking about all the our customer, our communities.
Yes.
I become really emotional at that time.
Our journey of past 7 years being in a new town.
Yeah, it was very
Yeah, emotional, and you can see why. Jinju Patisserie opened in the spring of 2019 and was a finalist for that award last year. Congratulations to them. Now here's a look at your weather.
We are under a KGW weather impact alert because of the upper level low bringing us 2 days of rain. Now, so far everything is starting the way we thought it would. We've had scattered showers at the coast since shortly after midnight this morning. We haven't seen a ton of rain as of mid-morning in Portland, but today's just going to get wetter and wetter. So we have the impact alert currently up and in effect through tomorrow afternoon. One thing today we're looking for is the potential of some spotty downpours that could have some hail and even rumbles of thunder this afternoon. And then tomorrow, the main reason for the impact alert is that we're still eyeing about 6 hours of widespread steady rain. The current timing on that for Portland is about 8 o'clock in the morning Saturday until 2 in the afternoons. All this would, slow you down, and you'll definitely be planning some of your activities around the rain that's in the area. Upper level low moving in. As it does so today, it's going to increase the instability in the area, and that could lead to those spotty downpours I've been talking about. This is kind of fun. This is foggy and cloudy and a little bit of white on the ground. Timberline Lodge, 30 degrees mid-morning, where they've been getting kind of a mixed bag of light snow showers or flurries up there. Snow levels are going to be, for sticking snow, somewhere near to above 5,000 feet between now and going into Sunday morning. And it's certainly possible at some point, especially later today, Saturday morning, that we could actually start to stack up a little of accumulation at the lodge. Cascade passes we'll be monitoring, but we really believe those temperatures at ground level will stay above freezing here in Oregon. But realize it's a cold system coming in. I would at least do your diligence and check conditions before you travel up over the mountains on this Friday or Saturday or Sunday morning. All right, let's take you through this with our Futurecast here in Oregon and up into Southwest Washington. Here's noon today. Basically, it's showing that the number of showers are increasing. Those yellow and orange spots are potentially some downpours, maybe some hail, maybe a rumble of thunder. Here we are at 5 o'clock this afternoon, little change through this evening really. And then what I really want to show you is the timing of this. This is, let's see here, 8 o'clock Saturday morning. You got this big surge of moisture, steady, widespread, moderate rainfall for about 6 hours between 8 Saturday morning and about 2 in the afternoon for Portland. And then eventually later in the afternoon that drops down through Eugene and eventually exits the valley. If that stays on course and you have plans Saturday evening, while there could be some scattered showers around, it's also very possible you'll find dry weather. So again, most of what we're dealing with and alerting you for will end the mid to late afternoon hours of Saturday. How much rain are we talking about? Still very promising. This is showing across Oregon, everybody getting some measurable rainfall. And again, I think overall at the coast and the valley, odds are good that between today and tomorrow, we're at least going to get a half of an inch of rain in all areas, and maybe some of us will pick up an inch. There are weather models that show Portland getting a half of an inch of rain just tomorrow with that steady rain between 8 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon. All right, back it up to today. We're trying to get up to 60. We'll need some carefully plotted dry spots in between scattered showers this afternoon to do so. Similar situation up in Southwest Washington. Winds are southwest 5 to 15 miles per hour. And here are the temperatures statewide at 5 o'clock. And while some of us will get up to 60 for a high, the bottom line is most of the day that you're out and about from the coast all the way to the Idaho border, temperatures are going to be in the 50s. All right, here it is on our 7-day forecast for the Rose City. KGW weather impact alert in red today and tomorrow for the rain that we talked about. Once we get past tomorrow mid-afternoon, it's really pretty dry, I think. Sunday, a lingering shower chance. But if you have plans, Sunday could just be dry with a high of 71. And then very summer-like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, of course, the summer solstice in the 7 o'clock hour this evening. I'm meteorologist Rod Hill.
And that's a wrap on your weekly recap. I'm Christine Pitawanich. A quick reminder, you can catch up on the latest headlines anytime on KGW.com, your KGW app, or our YouTube channel.